Very first trip to Dominica, my husband said it was too primitive for him.
How long were you married for?
39 years.
And you're not married anymore?
I'm not married anymore.
Meet Beverly Deikel, a housewife from Minnesota who, after getting a divorce, moved to the tiny island of Dominica, where she opened up a 28-room resort in 2011.
Were there any moments that you thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? I need to go back to Minnesota.
There were many moments I thought, what have I done? But I never wanted to go back and not finish.
Now Beverly works with international organizations to help protect the endangered turtles that use her beach as a nesting ground.
The poachers were very upset, and even though people that don't poach, they ate the turtle. I finally found an organization called Widecast.
To protect them.
To protect them. They would go into the schools to teach the kids, and we had a lot of community members come out and see the turtles. There were only 9 turtles the first year, and as of July, there were 69.
Nice, Bev!
Yeah.
Along with helping preserve the turtle population of the Caribbean, Beverly also found love with a local in this tropical island paradise.
Did you ever think that you would find love again and come down here?
No, I mean, I was just wanting to get rid of a man. I wasn't looking for one yet, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're here in Grandpa Dominica to meet Beverly Deikel. Originally a homemaker from Minneapolis, she moved down here to enjoy the island life, but now finds herself busier than ever, rescuing endangered turtles and running her own eco resort, which took 8 years to build. Now a well-known advocate for the environment, her mission is to educate locals on conservation, and she hopes that her efforts will make a difference. So let's go meet Beverly and check out her beautiful resort, Rosalie Bay, tucked in the lush forests of Dominica.
Hello.
Are you Bev?
Yes, I'm Bev.
All right, I'm glad I stuck my thumb out for the right person. I'm Savannah.
Oh, hi, Savannah.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, yes.
Can I hitch a ride? We
You
head down to the
sure
resort?
can, but you have to come on the other side.
Okay.
So.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for picking me up.
Oh, anytime. My name is Beverly Deikel. I'm 72, just turned 72. I'm originally from Minnesota and now from Dominica.
Wow, this island is gorgeous. It's so lush.
Unbelievable.
They call it the Nature Islands, right?
That's right.
I can see why now.
Morning.
Does everyone here know
Yeah.
you, Bev?
They know who I am. Morning. That's a supermarket.
That's super.
It doesn't look like it's open yet.
Life has probably been fairly the same here for a long time.
Yeah, I
huh?
think so, yeah. They say that this is the only island Columbus would still recognize.
Oh, if you came back?
Yeah. Well, welcome.
Thank you, Bev. That was a great drive and such a beautiful home. Wow. This is gorgeous, Bev.
This is the living room or great room.
Very gorgeous. Bet you have a pretty good view here, too.
Yeah, you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. You weren't kidding. So that's Rosalie Bay.
That's Rosalie Bay.
So you get to have this beautiful view of nature and this beautiful view of what you've built.
Yes.
When Beverly told me what her plan was, I thought, oh dear, she's having a divorce crisis and she's not, she needs to talk to somebody because she's not thinking straight, which is pretty typical when you split up after 35 years. A middle-aged woman from Minneapolis with children and grandchildren moving to Dominica, which I couldn't even pronounce when I first heard about it, was such an unlikely event that it took me a while to digest it.
I don't think she was really leaving so much as going to something that she was kind of really interested in. She just could not tear herself away. When she first went, she just loves that place.
This is very, very beautiful. How long did it take you to build this?
It took 8 years.
8
when
years?
we're not done.
It's never finished,
It's
right?
No, I don't think it's ever going to be finished. Originally, we were going to build something a little more rustic. We wanted it to look like a village. But then when we looked all over at all the other hotels on the island, and there was nothing that was upscale. So we wanted to be a little more upscale, but nothing fancy, because that's not us and it's not Dominica. That's how we came to this.
And why did it take so long to build?
Well, it was built basically by hand. We didn't have any electricity, we didn't have any running water. We had to bring in water and use generators that kept breaking down. They used saws, they used wheelbarrows.
Did you get overwhelmed at points, I would imagine?
Oh, many times. I thought, what the heck was I thinking?
When Beverly first showed me the photos, I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening. The resort is far more elegant and far more detailed in thought than I imagined. It turned out to be something on the island that is way more unusual and gorgeous and detailed than anything that Dominica has.
Were there ever any moments that you thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? I need to go back to Minnesota.
There were many moments I thought, what have I done? But I never wanted to go back and not finish. My baby brother, he thought I would get tired of this after 6 months, but I knew I couldn't stop.
Once you started,
yes.
Once you start a project, you have to finish it.
Right.
So after your divorce, when you were thinking about buying the property, in your mind you didn't have this vision?
No, I didn't know what we were going to do.
So you purchased the property, but then you go back to Minnesota.
Yes, I went back to Minnesota, and Oscar calls me, and he's all excited. He said, turtles are nesting on the beach. And I thought that was great. I couldn't wait to see them. And then he called me a few days later, and he said they were highly endangered. I was so upset that they were killing the turtles. I started reading up on them and getting more information. I really didn't know that much about turtles. I knew that they were endangered. I found out in Dominica, people ate the turtle, and the eggs are supposed to make them strong. I just couldn't believe it.
And you felt compelled to protect them and start an organization immediately.
Yes. It took me a while. I made a lot of calls. I finally found an organization called Widecast, run by Dr. Karen Eckert. She helped me get started. And
to protect them.
To protect them. Karen helped us hire a young marine biologist from Ireland. Rowan would go into the schools to teach the kids, and we had a lot of community members come out and see the turtles, and they were so excited. Several of them said they'd never eat turtle meat again once they saw them alive, because they had never seen them alive. Now community members have gotten active, and I had no idea it was going to be a big tourist attraction. I just was upset about the turtles.
Her heart just goes to any cause that needs attention. She felt that that was her right to try to do something for the island, and the turtles.
I wanted the project to spread around the whole island, and it's been 10 years the project is going on, and for the most part in our area there's been no poaching. Little by little the poachers have stopped. There were only like 9 turtles the first year, and as of July there were 69, and that's just leatherback.
Five, Bev!
Yeah, and that was just the leatherback. So,
that's so
yeah.
awesome. So besides just building this resort, you've been able to create this legacy and protect this amazing animal. Well, I'd love to talk more about the turtles. Can we get out on the beach? And...
Sure, yeah. Simon. Hi, Simon. This is Savannah.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Simon George.
Simon is my name. Pleasure is all mine.
He takes care of the beach during turtle season for us.
Oh, and you keep charge of the turtles?
Yes, I do.
He measures them. He does everything.
Oh, wow. That's a cool job.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we go see a nest, maybe?
Hopefully we have hatchlings emerging.
Oh, all right. I'm guessing that means hatch activity has occurred, Simon.
It's a good
Is that what that
sign.
means?
That's the green turtle. My guess is, well, they've left. So the hatchlings got to crawl their way to the surface. They do that as a team. You can't just pick them up from the nest and take them to the ocean.
Right.
Why? Because that initial crawl,
It's important.
yes, it stays imprinted in your memory, and that's what tells them maybe 15, 20 years when you're ready to lay eggs to come back to this area. Yeah.
If you don't find the turtles, will you find little pieces of like egg
Oh
shell?
yes, oh yes. Shit.
Oh, you got
That's a
one!
green sea turtle.
Would he been able to get out if we didn't come by?
Chances are those would die because they come out as a team.
Right, so he kind of got left behind,
Yeah,
maybe?
those stragglers, yeah.
Oh, we saved him. Oh, hi. Hello. Bev, does this ever get old?
No,
Never
never.
gets old, I bet, right?
No, never.
This is what we call a peep alive. So I'm going to help her out, and I'm going to separate the shell.
I've never seen this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to the world.
I think we better get going because we've
More
got
things to see?
Yes, yes.
Keep at it. You're doing good work, Simon. That's amazing. Isn't it?
I hope that the guests come and learn more about protecting the environment, but also I'd like to have them learn about Dominica, how special the island is. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Great to see you.
You too.
This is Oscar. I've been talking about him.
I've been hearing about you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
man.
that's me.
The man with the plan.
Yeah. So we're off to see a couple sites in Dominica?
Yes, sounds
right.
great. All right.
We have a little hike.
A little hike, I can do that.
Very little hike.
Dominica. It is real jungle and it is dense. At night you can hear parrots, a lot of them, and it's loud. And there's great hiking trails and waterfalls to visit and swimming holes that are really unique. I love it.
Whoa. Whoa, there's two.
This is one of the places we like to bring friends and guests. It's so beautiful.
This is exactly what we like to do.
So tell me again a little bit how you guys met.
It's pretty simple, right? I lived on the waterfront. One of the things that we do while living on the waterfront is watch for boats in order that we can tie them on the shore. As a result, we take people to visit the island. So my son went out that day. Beverly boat came in. He decided to organize for them to visit the island. He could not go and decided to send Daddy.
To send you.
Yeah, so I went and I met
This beautiful lady right here.
beautiful little kid.
When I met Oscar, my first impression was, oh, good-looking guy. The more I get to know him, the more I like him. He's wonderful. He's wonderful to Beverly. He's very charming and works really hard to help her, and he's great.
Did you ever think that you would, you know, find love again and come down here?
No, I mean, I was just wanting to get rid of a man. I wasn't looking for one yet, that's for sure.
You're ready to take a break, right? And have some
Right,
bath time?
yeah.
And then it found you, it was fate. And now you guys saved the turtles together and you have this hotel and you're living happily ever after?
Right, right.
Yeah, I think we are really enjoying running the hotel. It's part of life for us now.
Amazing.
Here's one of the noni trees.
The noni trees.
Yes, yes. The juice from the fruit. It's full of antioxidants and all the good stuff, and it's an anti-inflammatory. My doctor, just before I moved here, my back was really bad, and he told me that in 10 years I'd hardly be able to walk. And
You're like, actually in 12 I'm gonna be somebody running a resort in the Caribbean.
Yes, I went to him after 10 years, and he says, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
So, what do you do with the noni? How do you, when you said you take it, what do you?
Well, we pick it from the tree and then drink it.
Make your own juice.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that a lot on the property?
Well, we want to see whether or not the guests like it. It doesn't really taste good.
Well, let's make some and see if the guests like
it. Yeah.
All right, noni juice time.
Yeah. We pick it like this, and then leave it sit covered until it gets soft.
How long does that usually take?
It takes a few days, just a few days. And here it is soft and gushy and stinky.
You drink that stuff, Bev?
I started forcing myself to drink it.
Now
I'm so used to it.
All right, so we just let that sit.
Yes.
So maybe we'll come back and have a taste a little bit later?
Okay, that sounds great.
Gorgeous, Bev, I gotta say. I love seeing your island from the water.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. Does it feel like your island now? Does Dominica feel like home?
Yes.
Do you miss the States at all? Do you miss Minneapolis?
How could I miss it? Not today, but yeah. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I miss the snow even.
Really?
But for short periods.
Do you get to go back and visit?
Yes,
See your family?
yes, especially my grandchildren. That's what I miss.
When Beverly decided to come down here, her family was, I guess a good word would be resistant to the idea. I think that over time they came to understand that this was right for her.
My brothers and sisters are not so crazy about it, but everybody gets it. She's really happy.
The family is excited now that they see there's some little bit of publicity and that I actually did it.
I don't think it fazed her. I think that it was just an absolute discovery in her mind that she was supposed to be here.
All I've read about staying healthy is that we have to keep challenging our minds and, meeting new people, what a better way. And I'm sure she's enjoying herself. So I can't imagine why she would, come back. But I will always visit.
What would your advice be to people back in the States that want to start over, start a new life, do what you did?
Well, if you want to do it, do it. Don't wait. Because I had thought about it for a while before, and it took some time to get up the nerve. But I'm glad I did it when I did it, even though it was probably a little late. I had a good life before, too. I can't complain.
Yeah. You're definitely an example of it's never too late. All right, so the noni juice is ready.
Yes, we made it.
I told you I would try it. But I think maybe we should get some company at the bar.
Yes.
Who's ready for some noni juice? Did they warn you?
Well, just pour a little bit, and you can always have more.
Because people are totally going to want more, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oscar, I know this is the only way I'm going to get you to drink this, because your lady can't get you to drink it.
One for you?
Beverly's a truly fantastic individual. She's very humble, very low-key, but quite the philanthropist, really, of what she's done here for Dominica and Rosalie Bay and all of the communities in the area.
I think Beverly's fantastic, and for Beverly's age, it's amazing her energy that she has. It's probably the noni that Beverly drinks every morning.
All right, well,
here's to your
cheers,
health.
Bev.
Here's to health.
Thanks for a great trip. Cheers, Oscar. Oh, gosh.
Okay,
all right, here we go.
Bottoms up.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
I don't blame you.
Here.
Yeah, wow. Bev, You don't even taste it anymore, do you?
No.
Tastes delicious.
Yeah.
I think Beverly's an unusual woman, and she marches to a different drummer. She cares about the environment, and she cares about doing something with her life that's meaningful.
Oh!
Yeah.
Look at those little guys!
We can put them down, and now our you see, they're heading towards the lights.
Oh, little guys! They can tell they're near the ocean. They like it, Bev.
Oh, yeah.
She's a part of something that's growing and thriving and changing, and I think that's really optimal for her growing forward. Just be happy and challenged.
I've never known anybody in my life that has evolved into such a strong, independent person as Beverly has. It's an amazing thing for me to see.
Yeah, do it! This is amazing, Bev. I've had so much fun seeing Dominica with you. And this is so special way to end it. Thank you so much. Send these little guys off into the ocean.
Thank you.
I hope I can come back again.
And
Thank you so much.
thank you
All
for
right,
coming.
bye, little guys.
Bye.
Swim, be free.
I just have this feeling of freedom. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I don't know if it's the nature, the people, you know, Oscar, the resort. I feel good.
I love that my mother's an example of that lifestyle, so my kids will be surrounded by it. We're going to Dominica in just weeks now, and they are so excited.
When she found this island, she found her calling. And I think she's going to be here for a lot of years.
I've never been involved in anything like this, let alone a resort or the turtles or anything else. It's all new to me, and it's been great. My third life.
I met somebody who told me about Tulum, packed a little bag, and I fell in love with it instantly.
You've built this whole hotel. Was that anything you had experience in before you came down here?
No, I just kind of did it by instinct. I'm missing that fear gene, you know, the fear of failure gene. I packed up my apartment and brought all the things down that I thought I might need to start a hotel. And I remember being at the bank machine and saying like balance $22.70. And I was like, oh no. And I just decided, you know what? I'm not going to let this knock me down. Are you ready to work out with us?
This is where the home of Bikini Boot Camp, right?
Forward fold. I love being able to combine everything that I love to do into my business.
I want to know about you guys.
Sergio and I met each other like 10 years ago.
You finally, the timing worked out.
Yeah, the timing worked out. And we wound up making a decision to live together and have a child together and share our lives. I'm very happy. Look where we are.
Pharrell Williams here.
Hi, I'm Joy Bryant.
I'm Eric Ripper.
I'm Tom Colicchio.
I'm Dr. Frank Lipman, the host of On the Table.
The host of Across the Board.
Host of Artist Talk.
Host of Hooked Up.
Host of the show, Be Well Week, Be Well Weekend, on the Reserve channel.
It's only on Reserve.
Did you know that you can follow my show on social media sites like Facebook?
Follow us on Twitter.
If you're a fan of my show, hit the like button.
All of the above.
Share me with your friends.
Treat yourself. Check out a new episode of my show, Hooked Up.
And if you want to leave comments, feedbacks, ideas, whatever, love to hear from you. Leave a comment.
And if you don't want to miss the show, be sure to subscribe.
The one that's like down here, or is it here? Somewhere down here.
Thanks for watching the Reserve channel.
Only on YouTube. Throw caution to the wind and ask yourself what rules.